Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. And again, we're doing the beers that have just been released, well actually tomorrow, and it's Sunday night tomorrow. So this review will go online probably sometime in the morning. From the Harbour Brewing Company, the H on there for Harbour. It's their 5 Summers American Pale. It's a 5% pale ale, and from their website, although when you click on it takes you to a blank page, but in Google it's showing it you. So it's 5 Summers American Pale, an American style pale ale with a piney grapefruit aroma that leads to a smooth citrus flavour that finishes with a robust malt backbone. Again, on sale for £1.65 or thereabouts. 4 for £6 on the Morrisons deal. Now, Morrisons, I've got with the current situation, they've got a limit of 3 bottles, but I think that's 3 bottles or 3 crates. I managed to buy 8 yesterday, 8 single bottles, and I went to the self-scan and did it, and no one said anything to me. I wasn't being greedy, buying lots and lots of beer. I just wanted to get the new beers. So you should be okay, should. Slightly hazy pour, amber in colour, little white head on the top. Definitely get the pine and the grapefruit on the aroma. Now Harbour do quite a lot of beers there. They've risen to prominence these last few years, especially in the East Midlands. I'm in the Nottingham area, so in other parts of the country you may know a hell of a lot about them, but here in Nottingham at least, they've really come to the fold. I see their beers in all the supermarkets. But anyway, back to this beer. 5%, part of that at least 8 new beers at Morrisons, which for all beer fans, it's a good thing, isn't it? You know, in this slightly worrying and scary time, have new beers. It's you know, it's at least something to look forward to. Oh, that's got some nice to it. I ain't got the pine yet. Definitely got that grapefruit. Definitely got the citrus taste. So Harbour, they've also brought out in the last few days Beach Break American Pale Ale as well. So they're really expanding their range. And it's something with the craft beer, the new craft beer breweries, that they're bringing out new beers at a rate of knots. And it used to be the thing that supermarkets had the same or nearly the same lines for, you know, years, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. Nowadays, the sheer amount of new beers coming out is fantastic. Hopefully breweries up and down the UK will keep some of these on the back burner, or at least re-brew every so often. Which, just in case you miss out on once, you don't, you know, it doesn't just disappear and go away. But I suppose like anything, you know, they're all trying to get their beers to the front. And certainly Harbour, they've really, I mean, I see their beers, I'm not going to say over supermarkets, but you can guess. And they're all over. I've done quite a few Harbour reviews over the last couple of years since I've been reviewing. Not quite 2 years yet. Although I've done a fair bit of reviewing, but you know, on days like this when I'm sat at home all day, what else? Talk beer, eh? Takes your mind off the whatever's happening in the real world. Although I wish the temperature had stayed the same, because now it's freezing outside. I've got my coat on. I'm in the beer room. In the beer room, if anybody's watching this and wonder what a beer room is, this is a 16 by 10 shed at the bottom of my garden, fully decked out with sockets and that, plasterboarded, ice. It's got insulation, although it's crap. And I've got my game set up in here. I've got all my wines in here, and yeah, this is my hub, as it were. Everyone's got to have their own hub, haven't they? And if this is going to go on for months and we're forced to stay at home, then it's good that the wife can watch her rubbish in the house, and I'll just come down here and get splattered. Yeah. Or talk a lot of beer. So, Oh, that is nice. Where have I put the can? Oh, it's here. HarbourBrewing.com is the site if you want to look at their beers. On Facebook they have got a competition running at the moment, so I think it's if you buy their beers, £20 off. £20 gets you free delivery, and if you spend 35 quid you get entered into a competition. And in these days where, you know, the supermarkets can't do all the heavy lifting for the around the country, so it's good to support your local breweries. And it's also fantastic that the likes of Morrisons. I've done a range review, got a bit of fresh out there, ready for the spring and summer months. Hopefully we'll have a decent summer. And they've regained their status for me as the best for supporting craft beers. I mean, they've got a lot of my favourite beers. I could, if the shop was in front of me, I could talk ages about what's there. But anyway, let's get the beer review out of the way first. Now the pine's starting to come through, and it's definitely a pine mixed with grapefruit in the taste. It's funny, sometimes you're drinking a beer and you can't pick out the flavour straight away. I mean, one of my favourite beers, I never knew it tasted the banana, and I'm drinking it and I thought, I ain't got a clue what this taste is. And then I read back banana, and all of a sudden I'm tasting it, it's like, that does taste of banana. And it's amazing now what you can pick up. So drink your beer, get halfway down the glass like I've done here. By that time your palate will have been thoroughly cleansed with the beer that you're drinking. And then try and pick out those flavours. See if you can. You might not be able to. Some people, if you look at beer review websites, the aggregate websites, some of the stuff people say they can taste, they've either got a fantastic imagination or they're just putting it down for the fun of it. Or they really have got that, you know, Jedi tasting thing on them. Ooh. When you take a full mouthful, you really do get that smack of pine. Not bad at all. I've got work tomorrow. Oh dear. I classed as a key worker, funnily enough, and yeah, I've got to go and change the clocks on 228 lamps. That means changing the times on all the clocks. Fun little job. Hopefully we'll be straight home after that, so I'm going to go in, blast my way through it, and then get back home and more reviews. I've got, I want to get through all 8 of the new beers, as you do. So, golden pour, whitehead, I should have left a bit more really. On the aroma, definitely the grapefruit on the aroma. I didn't get the pine straight away. First few mouthfuls, it was all about the citrus. Towards the bottom of the glass, the pine and the grapefruit really came to the forefront. A very nice beer, especially for the warmer days that are to come. Very quaffable, very re-drinkable. And what's the 5%? I have to remember, you know. Drink so many beer. Yeah, 5%, very re-drinkable. So, out of 5 then. Ooh. Being critical now, for me, a good beer. Not too heavy on the aroma. I like the pine, but what I don't like is it when it gets too pine and resiny, because sometimes it can you drink it and you're like, oh god, I can't drink that anymore. This is one of them where it's more than subtle, but the flavour's really good in that way. So, out of 5, 4.1 out of 5. That was a nice addition, a good addition to the ranks at Morrisons. Right, thanks for watching. Thanks to both Harbour Brewing Company and Morrisons for getting this out there, because, you know, unless you visit the brewery shops, there's a lot of chance you never see these new beers. And as fans of beer, and as a real fan of beer, it's good to see the new stuff coming out and going nationwide. And thanks for everyone who watches the review. Keep safe. See you next time. Cheers.